Hey guys, how's it going? I think I'm on time. I am, yes. I'm actually a minute early, it seems. So I can see you guys in the chat. How's everyone doing today? How is everybody? I've been playing some more Fallout 4 today. Absolutely love that game. So yes, I'll wait for a few more people to come in, and then I'll quickly discuss what I'm gonna do on this live stream. It's gonna be some good stuff coming. So yeah, I think the stream looks like it's about 60 seconds behind, maybe 60 seconds ish, maybe. Yeah, roughly. So yeah, this live stream, if some of you follow my tutorials, I did a mini tutorial. Oh gosh, I can't remember when it was. I think it was earlier this week or late last week, about having an NPC follow you, the player. Like it's kind of like a companion, and the idea of it is it's only basic, but it's something you can build upon. However, since doing that, I have had so many questions from people asking about NavMeshAgent, all that kind of thing. So I figured I'll do a quick live stream on it. I'm going to do a tutorial on it anyway, but it's something to do on the live stream, isn't it? Let's have a quick look in chat. Hey, I can see who we got here. Gamer J-Pop, Alexander, NavMesh, in time, Emerald Track in time for stream. Yep, indeed. The Happy Face. Is there a way to download paid assets for free or something like that? I'm not sure if I can reasonably answer that, because to be honest, I don't think you should be really looking to pirate that sort of thing. I mean, there's loads of free assets out there which are really, really good. So, it's explore them first, I would say. Vishal says, where should we get free textures? Google. If you have a look on Google, have a look at textures there, you'll be able to find tons. Just make sure you look for commercially free ones, that sort of thing. When would be the next episode of making a racing game? Let me have a look. So we've just done episode 15. So I think it's going to be... actually, this is quite handy. It'll be a couple of days after the next live stream, because on the next live stream, I'm going to focus on that driving a racing game. Sorry, yeah, I'm getting myself confused because I've already recorded that driving one. It's actually due out on Valentine's Day. So episode 15 is on Valentine's Day. Episode 16 is 4 weeks later. So yeah, look out for that one. Tutorials are awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I do this to help people, so it's good to get good feedback. Okay, so yeah, with this, as you guys may have seen, it is a simple kind of NPC comes towards you wherever you are. Now, the great thing about something about navigation is it's kind of, think of it as like pre-built in AI. So we're going to have a good look at that. And if you've got any questions along the way, we'll take time out. Yeah, we'll answer some questions. Alexander, please can you put this in the ultimate tutorial? Yep, it'll be in that, don't you worry. That ultimate tutorial that I'm doing is going to cover literally everything I know and more. So yeah, it's going to be a long series, that one. Also, we are giving away the beginner tutorial project. I'll put the link in the chat every now and again. I think it's also in the description. So have a quick look at that if you fancy winning that. We'll reveal the winner at the end of this live stream. So, NavMesh. The first thing we're going to want to really do is make sure we have the navigation window. And to do that, we go Window and we go down to Navigation. And it gives us something fairly simple. Now, for all intents and purposes, I'm going to go back on the inspector and disable the NPC follow script. And I'm going to change her default animation to running rather than idle. So in case you don't quite understand what this whole NavMeshAgent thing does, it kind of, think of it as an area we're defining of where the object or enemy or AI, whatever you want, is allowed to go and where it isn't allowed to go. So essentially what we're going to have to do is set all this area as a place that this NPC can move around in. So all we'd do is we'd select this area, of which is very plain and boring at the moment because it's just simple. I might spruce it up a little in a bit. Then we go to navigation and make sure we're on object, and then we click navigation static. If we're using a terrain, these two, chances are it'll already be clicked. Make sure that says walkable, and then we simply click bake to make it nice and simple. And all that'll do is it'll turn everything what looks like blue. So this is defining where this NPC can and can't go. So any blue area, they can go there. Any area normal, they can't. As a little side note, it'll also create a separate folder with the NavMesh in it. So that's quite handy. Now, the tricky bit comes when you have to kind of select the bits, the area, you know, depending on how much you've got in your scene, it can take a little bit of time. So what I'm going to do is click off navigation for now, and I'm going to put in a couple of objects. But before I do that, let's have a quick look at chat. I do this every now and again. I completely forget about chat. Yeah, what have we got? So, Vishal, what do you mean? Which we use the rate? Have I missed something that you said earlier? Can I scroll back up? What did you say? Free car models. Yeah, head to the asset store, dude. There's loads of cool stuff in the asset store. I would absolutely recommend the asset store to anybody. It's a great place to start. I started working on a quest game, but my computer started to move slow. Get a better machine. That's all I'd say. I mean, if you're insistent on game development, a machine that's powerful enough, you know, it's worth investing in. Can you please make a survival game tutorial? You mean kind of like a big open world and you have to chop down trees and that kind of stuff? Is that what you mean? Sarwin, for which system should I make my first game, Android or PC? Honestly, I would say PC and then move on to Android, because I think trying to build for PC is easier, a lot easier, and then Android you can kind of advance yourself there. Alright, so let's put some of these objects in, shall we? So let's create ourselves something which we cannot pass through. So physics, put box collider around that. I think we've got some walls as well somewhere, haven't we? Have we got walls in this? Yes, I have. So let's have some big walls. Let's add our physics as well. Always remember the physics. Let's have no, not that table, this table. Let's make it a bit bigger. 2, 2, 2. It looks ridiculously big, but never mind, I'm using this as an example. What else we got? As a quick note here, if you guys haven't seen what I'm using here, this Mega Fantasy Props Pack, I covered it in an earlier episode of Let's Explore the Asset Store. And I love this pack. I absolutely love it. There's so much here that you can build with. Honestly, I would absolutely recommend all of this stuff. It's fantastic. Physics. Let's have a collider. So we have a few more walls. Let's have some more walls. So let's have that. Component, physics, box collider. I'm going to duplicate that, I think. Let's bring it there. I might have another one actually. Let's bring it to there. Yeah, it looks alright. Let's take this wall and have that over here. And So at the moment, guys, I'm just trying to make, you know, a little area that kind of gives us at least an idea of how this whole thing works. So that's why I'm just adding random objects here, there, and everywhere. So Sarwin, I have a big problem. I can never finish a game. I keep changing game ideas. Any tips? Change is always good. If you think you can advance what you've got, please, you know, that's how you do it. I would recommend that. Always adapt what you've built. You can only get better. What we got? When will the next clicker game vid? Next clicker. I'm not sure. I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure. I think I've recorded the next one. I'll have to check in a bit. If you could make a survival crafting player versus player game, that would be insane. It would. But trying to find the time to do that at the moment is a little bit tough, I'm afraid. What type of game is easier to make? RPS, FPS. Honestly, the easiest type of game I've found to make is probably a clicker game, to be honest. I mean, it depends what visions you've got, because I enjoy doing the RPG series, and in my mind, I think that's the easiest to make because I've got big ideas for it. So it depends how big your ideas are. Which assets are you using? Yeah, is it Sumiran? I can't pronounce that. I'll call you Pal. Yeah, it's just the Mega Fantasy Props Pack. I covered it in, I think, the first episode of, or was it the second episode? It may have been the second episode of Let's Explore the Asset Store, and it's definitely worth checking out. How did you start with game development? Sarwin, I've been doing it since I was maybe about 14, 15. And keep in mind, I'm 32 now. I managed to get my hands on an old DOS program called OHR RPG CE, which is basically a really small kind of RPG maker, and I've just gone from there. And then when I was in college doing my software development, obviously I would advance my coding skills and my reasoning with development there. And since then, I've moved from different program to program. And in about 2012, I picked up Unity when Unity 4 was just coming out, and since then it's what I've used. So I've loved it since the day I've used it, and I think it's one of the best out there. Luke Hayes, also, can you please show us how to change the clicker button to gain cookies into a button that is a cookie? Yes, that is a good idea. That is a fantastic idea, Luke. Let me write that down, and I will bring it into the series. I think that is a good idea. Change clicker button to actual cookie. Good idea. So then, back to this whole NavMesh thing. Now, the idea is we've set all this area in our navigations where we can walk. Now, technically, she would be able to walk through all these objects. So what we would need to do is select all the objects which she is not allowed to walk through. So pretty much everything we have just added. And on the object, we click navigation static and change it to not walkable, and then bake it again. And you'll see that all around it stops where she can actually walk through. So she won't be able to pass through these objects. Now, obviously, it's probably wise to add a thingamabob to her. What do we call it? Collider. Let's move the collider up. And about there, I would say. I just want to kind of make it as it is like that, just to stop her colliding with things. But the idea with navigation is you'll see where she can walk. So here now she cannot walk. We obviously have to set that up. Now, doing that seems fairly simple, but it can be a little bit confusing. I think this is the bit where people do get confused. What we do need to do is add in a new component. So, add component, and let's type in NavMesh. We have it right there, NavMeshAgent. And I think what I'll do to start with is set her speed to 2 to start off with. I won't go into other things too much. These are something you can probably play around with, to be honest. You know, it's all down to you and you want to work with that. So, Nano Pro Row, can you make C# full tutorial? What do you mean exactly? C# is a very, very vast thing. What stream do you use for Unity? Stream? Like a river? Alexander, I'm not spamming just to get an app of explore the asset store. Okay. I don't know whether it's me, but these comments don't make sense in my head. Maybe it's... I've been up early. Maybe it's just me. Which one is better? Work for a big company or work for yourself, creating your own product? I'd love to work for myself. It's kind of getting that way a little bit, but I think work for yourself is definitely the best option. Okay, so how are we doing? Has anyone done the giveaway? Should we see if anyone's registered yet? You're missing out if you're not registered, guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have people registering. Good, 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 good. So that'll be fun to do at the end. So this whole NavMesh thing. Now, the idea is we need a script to apply to our AI, here, which will say, yep, you can use that, and this is where you can walk. So what we'll do is we'll create a new C# script, and I'm going to call it just go here. So I'm going to open it up, and let's do some coding, shall we? Sand Frozen, do you make any real game? I've made games in the past. I just choose not to publish them or, put them out there. I did start making a large scale one. It's called Deep Within, but that kind of tanked. Right. So then, because we're going to need to use some AI components, we're going to need to put it in the namespace. So, using Unity engine.ai, engine.ai, that will come in very useful. No, I don't want them notes. You can go away. So let me think. How am I going to do this? I'm going to need a game object, aren't I? Public. Spell public correctly, Jimmy. Public game object. Just be the player. And obviously I'll need the NavMeshAgent. Let's call it the agent. Do you have any time to do a third-person game tutorial? The problem with a third-person game tutorial is you need the models for it. There are some models out there, and I was kind of considering it at some point because I've found a few that I do like. So, watch this space. I'll make a quick note of that. 1 second. Third person. So, void start. It's going to be the agent. Let's get the NavMeshAgent. Get component NavMeshAgent. So yeah, we've got that. So then all we need to do is just set the destination, I think. It's as simple as that. Yeah, this should work. I've tried to make this as simple as possible, and in all honesty, just these few lines of code should make this work perfectly. So the agent dot set destination, the player dot transform dot position, and let's save that. Oh yeah, I've got this ready, haven't I? Waiting for the winner. So yeah, I'm gonna close the oh, hang on, what's going on here? I'm gonna close the giveaway in about 20 minutes. Oh, of course, I've got parentheses there. That's why that's having a hissy fit at me there. And disappear. So yeah, I'll be closing the giveaway in about 20 minutes. So everyone get your submission in. So I'll win. Yeah, I'll announce the winner in probably about half an hour because I'll do it live on stream and a script will generate the winner so we can actually see who wins. Pal, please make a video about the AI car racing. I tried tutorial and there is some error, cannot figure it out. AI car is not functioning as it should be. To be honest, there's not a lot I can do. I can't really make a video about it because make sure you're following what happens within that actual video, because a lot of people have found they tend to miss out the section where you have to drag a certain object over to the car to say this is where it changes. So just quickly go over what you've done, try and piece it together slowly and just say, is this right, is this right, is this right. Saving system, checkpoints, level save or progress saving. Have I missed some more conversation there? Endaro, is it? What did Endaro say? There are some tutorials and helpful posts on GitHub. Yeah, GitHub's a good place. There's lots of good stuff on there. Oh, I see. And Andreas Fra, how to make a saving system. Ultimately, I'm going to go with player prefs. Oh yeah, Sarwin said it a couple of lines down. Player prefs, yeah. Yeah. So there's different ways of doing it. I can see people having a bit of a discussion there. So Sand Frozen also trying to make a game, but sometimes it's a little confusing. If you get confused, leave comments. I'm happy to help whenever I see a comment. I keep in mind sometimes some of these comments just fly by, and I've got hundreds of videos and it's hard to keep track of all comments. But yeah, there's other people who watch the videos who are more than happy to help. So yeah, let's get this NavMesh going. So let's add this go here script onto her, and let's add the player. Now I hope this is going to work. I hope this doesn't make me look a fool, but if we press play, she should come running towards us through there. So she's a bit slow, we need to speed her up. Let's put her speed back at 3.5. And let's try again. You're going to come this way? No, you're going that way. Okay. So I'll go this way, round here, and see if she follows. Oh, she's coming this way round. Hello, dear. Hey, don't do that. So the reason that happened there is basically because the actual character itself is colliding with our collider, and so it kind of just does this, which is a bit odd. There's ways and means around that. Essentially, you can just use a trigger, so when she gets close, she stops. So I'm going to put this into a bit more practice now. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger, and let's see if she can navigate the entire thing on her own. It's always kind of fun to do this stuff, so let's get to it. Let's expand our area first. So let's take these two cubes, bring them down here. Check navigation. So yeah, we do need to add them 2 cubes in. Let's make it bigger. How's that looking? Yep, that's fine. So now all I need to do is make a bit of a maze for her to try and find her way through. So then let me see. I'm just trying to think of what I can kind of put in the way of her. I should make everything huge. Maybe I should just deal with walls. Let's deal with walls. 2, 2, 2. Yep. Let's duplicate. Bring that to there. And again. There. Let's bring that up to there. And to there. And now let's put something in the way so she can't pass through there. Let's just see if she's got the intelligence to do so. So I'm going to add colliders to all of these. Physics, box collider. Oh, and that one there we missed. Physics, box collider. So she should be able to run through there. Let's take some of these walls here. Nope, that was no more. That one. Let's bring them down this way to there. Let's get through there. Let's see how intelligent she really is. I'm curious because at times there's always great ways of finding out just how intelligent your programmed AI can be. And sometimes it may not be as intelligent as you would like. Trust me on that one. Let's get rid of that. That wall can stay there, it's fine. Let's have a quick look in the comments. Oh god, I've missed loads here, guys. What's going on? Very chatty, aren't you? Whew. Oh, just having a good chat amongst yourselves. Good stuff. Stone wall. Oh, I don't like that one. What else have I got? What else is there we can use? Let's have another well. About there, maybe. What else can we have? Let's have some boxes in the way. So let's make these big boxes. Box collider. We'll need to add a box collider to that one. Another box. 3, 3, 3. Box collider. Another box. 3, 3, 3. And another box collider. So I think with NavMesh as well, you've got to be careful how you do this, because you've always got to try and make sure you do set proper paths for all of the possible AI in the game, because sometimes it may bug out, so you may have to write some extra coding to kind of get around that. You may end up with a game like Bethesda, which, for the record, I love Bethesda games. Yeah, so let's have some more walls, shall we? Let's take these, bring them this way. Along to there. Let's bring this box to there. Yep, that'll do. Now, hopefully, once I have done this, we should be able to see just how intelligent this actually is. And fingers crossed, it is as intelligent as myself. That's not a good thing, actually. So let's bring our player down to the other side. And what I think I may do is, can I add in another camera? Camera. Is that going to let me? No. So the default's going to be the player, but that's not to worry. Okay. So let us redo our navigation. Let me see here. Navigation. And let's redo these ones. So remember, this is where they can walk. So walkable. Yep. Let's bake that to make sure we got that just right. And now we want to basically select everything here that we have done, and it looks like it's from okay, so that's quite handy. Something I've just realized myself, this has automatically got it in, so we kind of saved ourselves a little bit of time there. So we need to do with all these objects that we have here. So the stone wall quarter. So I'm going to filter all them out. Do them there. Object and not walkable. And let's bake that. Next thing, let's do these boxes. So box, all them boxes. not walkable, and let's bake them as well. And let's do this barrel as well here. So barrel, not walkable, let's bake. We'll do that well again. So I think I added it from the FBX rather than duplicated. And that looks like it should do. So we've got a kind of bit of a maze going on for it here. Let's have a quick look at chat. Oh yeah, he's just having a good chat. Are there any questions? If you want to know anything, please ask away. This is the best place to do it. Yeah, just asking where to find stuff, aren't you guys? That's fine. So let me see, it's past now, so I will close the giveaway in 10 minutes and then we'll find out who has won. Please, any questions, ask away, guys, ask away. And keep in mind, I think the stream is actually about 60 seconds behind. My apologies on that one. Right, okay, I am going to give this a go now. Although what I think I may do is let me disable the camera because I think I'd like to watch from above what's going to happen here. So I am going to insert that camera after all. And let's bring it into position. 180 and 180. Nope, 90, sorry. And could we bring it this way, a bit higher? Okay, so let's see what this looks like. So we can see her here navigating, and to be quite honest, I didn't want her to do that. I want to go through the gap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this box here, duplicate, and put it there. And navigation, let's quickly set this so as she cannot go through because I wasn't happy with that at all. Not walkable, yep. So let's bait, there we go. And we'll do this one. I think I missed this one out, didn't I? So not walkable, let's bake that as well. And let's try this out again. Oh, so it looks like she's doing quite well. She's finding her way around. It's a little bit small, but yeah. So you can see how this can work a treat for navigation. You see, she's nearly made it. She's nearly made it. Excellent. So that is a more advanced method, you could think of it, as opposed to the one we did in that mini tutorial. But I like the mini tutorial is quite handy. For example, we can use NavMesh to have enemies walking around in a certain pattern, which I will be doing in at least the Ultimate series and the RPG series. And obviously the whole kind of coming towards you thing is ideal for when the enemy wants to try and come and attack you. So let's see how this works now, taking off the camera and re-enabling the camera on our first person character. Let's have a look. So let's run to her. And oh, here she is. Here she comes. Hello, dear. So no matter what happens with this whole navigation thing, as long as you have set which areas she can navigate, you won't have any problems at all. As you can see, if we go all the way over here, she will simply turn around and follow us. Same if we go back through here to her original starting point. She'll follow us eventually. There she is. So yeah, that is the benefit of having the whole NavMeshAgent. Yeah, she's still coming. You can actually kind of set paths like this, which are technically endless, because it gives the AI free roam of where they want to go. That's why I like it. So yeah, this whole live stream isn't exactly the prettiest thing ever. But wait until you see it in action in, as I say, either the RPG series or the Ultimate Unity series, because the whole thing will look better because we'll combine that with some enemy AI. So you'll have a kind of a whole massive world where these things can walk around and, you know, come and get you. It's all cool. So the thingy, what's it called? Giveaway will be ending in 5 minutes. So if you've not got your entry in, please, please, please get it in. I will show you who wins at the end of this live stream. Should we see how many entries we've had? I've had 14 so far, and yet we have 39 watchers. Come on, guys, get your entry in. You might win the project file. So I want to have a quick look at chat. Let's try and answer some of these questions. Jumping can be done with a NavMesh offlink. Yes, indeed. I think it just depends how much you want to work with NavMesh. It may not necessarily be the best option sometimes, but you know, it depends how detailed you want to go into it. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's have a good look on this. What happens if we set her speed to something like 20? Let's see how insanely fast she gets here. Not that fast. Are you coming? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I think she's struggling. Yep, she struggled a bit there. So obviously her speed was way too fast there. So 3.5 is a good one. So yeah, I'd recommend playing around with some of these settings just to see what kind of effects you can come up with. So then. So 3 minutes until the giveaway closes, guys. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. So any questions? Any questions? Oh, Alexander, you're from England. Did not know that. I've seen you around quite a lot, my friend. I've seen you around. Yep. I'll tell you what, it's kind of funny because I can see the my actual stream on my other computer and seeing how it's behind. It just looks funny. So Endara, recently I made an AI that moves to the NavMeshAgent next, so it can fall off the NavMesh where there is no ground. Sarwin, please don't spam, dude. Come on. Don't spam. And don't put capital saying please answer. Can you make a standalone PC in-app purchase tutorial? No, I'm afraid not. I won't do anything of the sort, I'm afraid, because I'm completely against that sort of thing. I completely disagree with microtransactions. I completely disagree with loot boxes. It is not something I will ever teach. I know how to do it, but I will never ever teach it, I'm afraid. Can you eat a lemon on a lenum? Lenum? Lenum. It's a lemon. Lemon? Lemon on a lenum. I did it again. Lemon on a lemon. Yeah, I can. No, I can't. It's too bitter. How do you enter the giveaway? Kevin. You can enter by going to the link in the description. And I have just posted it in the chat, which you will hear in about 60 seconds time. Right, Sarwin, if you do that one more time, I'm gonna have to, you know, mute you for a bit. Don't spam in here, please. Last warning. So yeah, it's all good. I'm going to close the giveaway in a minute. In a minute. Can you make an online game? Yes and no. It's complicated because you have to deal with a lot more than just what you get given with Unity. So I think it takes a lot of research beforehand and a lot of knowledge with Unity itself before you can even try and attempt to make something online. There's a lot of bug testing going on with that. It takes a while. So, okay, I'll give you another 60 seconds on the giveaway, and then I'm going to close it. Can you create AI that talk? Yes, of course you can, but again, you would need the model for that, the one that has the actual ability to flap their lips as such. You know, it is entirely possible. You just need that kind of advanced thing going on there. Otherwise, you're going to run into some problems. I think there are some in the asset store if you want to take a quick look. Hi, I've swapped engine from Unity to Unreal. What do you think? How much capable Unity engine for dedicated online games? It's hard for me to answer because although I can use Unreal to a degree, I don't think I'd ever switch to Unreal. But when it comes to something like Unreal for online, I couldn't really say anything about that. But for Unity, at least, it's probably not the best out there, but it's certainly good enough, I would say. Okay. So, guys, I'm afraid the giveaway is going to end in 10 seconds. Well, a minute and 10 seconds. Technically, it'd be 10 seconds for you because you'll hear this now. So it's ending now. So thank you to everyone who entered. And in a couple of minutes, I'm going to switch over to this project. And I'm going to see who the winner is. So I do this every live stream. If you guys haven't seen a live stream before, I basically put everyone's name onto here and it generates a random person. And we'll see who wins. So now it's closed. We'll see how many people manage to enter. And whoever does win, it's I'll be in touch within 24 hours. So I win. Sorry for the spam. Look, dude, it's fine. Don't worry. You know, no one likes spam. It's, you know, it's just one of them things, but don't worry about it. Just, you know, forget about it. So, let me see. I'll tell you what, this other machine of mine's being rather slow. So I have in total 22 entries into the giveaway, assuming there's no duplicates, but not to worry, if there is, we can always sort them out. So then, InstaSimmer, what game would you play for the rest of your life? Skyrim. Hands down. I love Skyrim. It's pretty awesome. So, if I kind of go a little bit quiet and ignore you guys, it's not because I'm ignoring you because I want to ignore you, it's because I'm just quickly typing everyone's name in now, and we will see who wins. So, I will get back to you in a couple of minutes, guys. We'll see who the winner is. So we have 22 entries, so let's have that as 23. And who we got first? Suya Ranjan Pao. Endaro. Chazkipen. Lucrezia. Hey Lucrezia, are you even here? I haven't seen you chat today. Sarwin. Rajia. Luke Hayes. Lol. Copter. I like that one. Stack make Marco A. Cartofel TV. Nick Wagtep. Fun Gamers. Alexander. Email. Ben. Sam Frozen. And if I do pronounce any of these names wrong, I am dreadfully sorry. Sometimes my brain doesn't work the best. Brian Weston. Sapna. X Humphrey. David. Salim. Johnny. What's that? How many bees? 4, 5. 5 bees. Okay. Johnny Crab. Salim, David X. Yeah, I think I've got everyone there. So I'm going to save that script, and hopefully you guys were watching me type that. If I missed anyone, please let me know in the chat. Please, 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 please. Let's see what we have. So I'll give it a minute before I actually do the reveal, just in case. Did I type it wrong? I feel like fan frozen. Yeah, sorry. See now, this is why I have you guys watching. This is why I have you guys watching, because I do stupid stuff like that. In fact, even in my job, I do stupid things all the time. Oh, you're from the Netherlands, Nick. My brother lives there. $1 million. Okay, so I can see everyone's comments. I don't think I made any mistakes apart from a fan. I mean, Sam. Right, okay, so I did save that script, didn't I? Yeah. So 1 to 23, because we've got 22 entries. Obviously, random.range has to have that extra one because random.range can be stupid sometimes. And here we go. The winner is Aymar Salim. So, if that is indeed you, which I can see some people it isn't, I will be in touch pretty soon to give you a link to the download file. Yeah. Betches Chatur. Is it true? Yeah. I think I didn't get that right, did I? Not in the list. Did you enter? There was a link in the description. But yeah, don't worry about it. I do giveaways every live stream and stuff like this. I'm actually considering maybe physical stuff, like a PS4 game, maybe at some point. I just haven't put enough thought into that at the moment, but we'll soon see. So yeah, there we go. I'll be in touch with you soon about your win. And for everyone else with the NavMeshAgent, I will do a tutorial at some point. I'll probably start with a mini tutorial before I move it into one of the main series. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. keep an eye out for that, because I think NavMesh and Agent, all this navigation thing, it is pretty good to have knowledge on, but it's also good to have knowledge on many other things as well. So guys, I'll hang around for a couple more minutes. If you've got any questions, please ask away. Please feel free. Answer what I can. I'll be going off in about 5 minutes, I think. Usually I do about an hour anyway. So yeah. Come on, folks. Ask your questions. While I wait for this dozy old woman to come towards me. Come on, love. Where are you? Oh, there you are. There you are. And I'm going to run away. Yep, I am going to run away from you. That's pretty much how I feel about some people. Just want to run away. Run a mile. Alexander, what's your question, my friend? Don't go? I'm not sure I can sit here all night. I think my wife might get a bit annoyed if I sit here all night. Oh no, she's here. Not my wife, I meant the silly woman in the game. Sorry. That's what I meant. Is it Ibrahim? Where are you? I'm currently sat in one of my rooms, live streaming. Where are you? Light Strike, what game are you working on? You mean building or playing? Building, nothing, just doing tutorials. Playing, Fallout 4. Are you going to show us how to program a car to move? Hypersnake, I did that in a long time ago. I did it in the driving racing game. You'll be able to kind of take knowledge from that, build it together, piece it together, and do things that way. I'd recommend that. Have you... Oh, hang on. Why you leave Unreal Engine 4? I decided to drop Unreal Engine 4 many years ago because I didn't think my skills were kind of up to the talent to be able to teach, not like they are in Unity anyway. Have you ever worked in a company making big games? Nope, afraid not. Is there your tutorial anywhere except YouTube? Nope, I'm afraid not, pal. I only publish to YouTube. Any plans for RTS game tutorial in the future? Nick? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I think real-time strategy games can be quite difficult to program, and I don't think it's something a beginner could comprehend to learn until they've learned at least some basics, but it could be something I might piece together at some point. I'm not entirely sure. So Sanfrozen, making a horror game, but I want to make it look a little bit realistic. Post-processing. If you have a quick look, post-processing, there is some good stuff that you can use to there. Udemy, no, I don't do anything with Udemy. I cannot stand Udemy. I believe Udemy are a scam because they make you pay for these kind of tutorials when you can easily get them for free here on YouTube from not just me but many other guys who make fantastic tutorials. So I don't think you should pay for something when you can easily get it here on YouTube from me or someone else. Alexander, I'm doing some free asset and textures. Will you support me? I mean, just to give some feedback. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's entirely up to you. Because at the end of the day, when people ask me for feedback, I always see the positive in it. So it's a case of, yeah, there may be something wrong with it, but it's always a step in the right direction. So sure. I don't have a problem with that. Kevin, you're in Seattle. Nice city. I always want to go to Seattle. I mean, I'm from the UK and it's kind of boring here, but I love America. Absolutely adore America. Ibrahim, thank you. Carterfell, how to use keyboard to change scenes. You can do that by setting a key. So if key press is down, then use scene management to load another scene. Will there be an upgrade system in the clicker game? What do you mean an upgrade system? You mean, for example, you can buy a factory and it'll start making cookies for you automatically? Is that what you mean? Anthony, I got skipped blasphemy. What did you say? Hang on, let me backtrack. Let me backtrack. Anthony, where are you? Where are you? I've missed you. Why does my dad hate me? I could answer that if I knew your dad. Not sure who he is. Probably never met him. Have you built and published a game before? If not, you should. Lightstrike. I do actually have a game on Android at the moment on Google Play Store. It's that Android tutorial game that I did. It's just to show how it works, you know, in real time as such. That's all I've really published as such, because I'd rather do the tutorials than try and publish games, as it were. I have a question. With your video with how to make a score system, how do you reset the variables? If you do it using a static variable, you can reference all the script and just set it to 0. How do you make reload animations for FPS games? What type of software would you recommend? Hypersnake. If you want to do it for free, take a look at Blender. If you've got some way to spend, try Maya. Sarwing, going to sleep. Yeah, I am pretty boring. I know. Chazkey, when's next live stream? Next live stream is 4 weeks today. It'll be the 10th of March. Kevin, I would like to go to UK someday. Don't come here. Don't come here, man. It's terrible here. The weather's always awful. There's always something going on, and just don't come here. Stay in America. I can't understand why you're not making the big game by yourself. I'm a busy man. How to exit enter car mobile version? Well, mobile PC version, it makes no difference. The same script will apply, so you know you can always do it that way. Cool. How to upload? Alexander, Facebook. Just pop me a message on Facebook. Do you ever think of making a game out of world in sense of idea? Possibly. I don't know. I think it takes a lot of time to kind of sit down and think of these things. But I always recommend, you know, putting the effort in. And if you've got ideas, write them down. If they need scrapping, starting again, do so. Luke, I upgrade something. Okay, so yeah, Luke, that is exactly what we're going to do. I mean, I've already built a clicker game itself, and all the tutorials I'm doing are going to be based upon what I've already built for myself. And it does include all that kind of stuff. And we'll get to the point of where, for example, we have, you know, a case of robbery and you get a load of cookies robbed or money or something like that. How do you reference other scripts? You do it by using a static variable. If you take a look at some of my tutorials, I've got quite a few, you know, based on static variables. Just have a quick look at them and you can reference it via another script that way. 3216 Gamer, it makes no difference mobile or PC, it's exactly the same. It is exactly the same. There's no difference. Anything you make for PC and Unity can easily be turned into a mobile game quite easily. You should stream 1 day a week. That will make YouTube a little bit interesting. Sand Frozen, I wish I could. Honestly, I wish I could, but I just don't have the time. That is my biggest problem at the moment, because although I do a lot of YouTube now, I do a lot of the tutorials because I do more content every week. I'll be doing a live stream at least every month. I also have my other job to do, family, eat, sleep, you know, all that kind of stuff. The boring stuff, I should say. But yeah. Okay, so, pal, are you married? Well, considering about 10 minutes ago I was talking about my wife, yes. Some silly girl did marry me. Okay, so I think we're going to leave that live stream there. It's been fun. I always love doing these because I love talking to you guys, and I've got some good stuff to go back with and add to the tutorials. So, guys, I want to say thank you for joining, and the winner, Amar Salim, I will be in touch pretty soon, as long as your email was right on the submission form. But yeah, I'll be in touch and we'll get across to you your prize. So guys, until the 10th of March, I will see you on that next live stream. And obviously the next tutorial will go live on Monday for I actually think it's the Zombie Horde one on Monday, but some good stuff coming next week with Driving One. So until then, guys, I'll hang around in chat for another minute or so when this stream ends. So I will see you around. Thanks for watching, guys.